Joining me now all the way from Italy is commentator Samara Gill. Samara, thank you so much for joining us. Let's start with Kamala Harris. She seems like she's desperately trying to get down with the cool kids and win over the Gen Z vote. There is a new wave of so-called Karma love amid young people online, but will all those likes, follows, Kamala trends and memes actually translate to votes?
Thank you for having me, Danica. Yes, I mean, the short answer is no, but she has been crowned basically brat by the Gen Zers, which apparently is the highest order these days of what we can give someone. It's kind of ridiculous. I looked up exactly what brat means, and it means someone who's defined by Charlie XCX, the artist herself, messy, out of control, having a mental breakdown at any time, and unpredictable. Now, I don't know about you, but that's not exactly someone that I want running the free world. Kamala Harris, the team has been working completely overtime since she got, obviously, given by Joe Biden this new status of running for president. But what is actually ridiculous is that it's the same team that churned out all this content on TikTok about Joe being perfectly fine and stable to be the president of the United States. It's the same team that are running these ads that Kamala's apparently great and should be running the United States of America. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's just extraordinary. I don't quite understand the brat concept. Not sure how it's a compliment, but there you go. Now, look, we all remember this moment when Marmala was born.
But in our country, we need you to be Mamala of the country.
It's just so uncomfortable to watch on every single time. But look, Drew Barrymore's cringe interview techniques, aka invading the personal space of celebrities, have come up again in a resurfaced video from February. This time, actor Austin Butler was the victim, with fans noticing just how close Drew was sitting next to him.
You never keep eye contact with people in a scene. And I'm like, well, because it's so intimate.
Right.
Should we make out while we're at it? Like, eye contact is insane.
Honestly, I'm feeling the pressure to not take my eyes off of you right now.
It's a very big deal in life, eye contact. I almost feel like it's a little invasive, and so I sort of shy away from it. But George helped me realize I should not do that.
Samara, why is Drew Barrymore always basically sitting on her guests?
I know. I feel like I've just watched a reel of assaults kind of going on or near assaults. I mean, honestly, I think that in the case of Austin Butler, I don't blame her too much. But when it comes to Kamala, I think that, that was one of the most awkward things I've ever seen. And I've watched it again and again, and it doesn't get old. What I'd hate to think about, though, is if it was a male host that was exhibiting this type of behavior, what would our response be? Would it be completely fine? Drew's been able to get away with this behavior for so long. You can't find an interview where she isn't up in the face of her victim, and she sort of thinks, or victim or interviewer, I don't know what to say now, because, when I'm watching these videos, it's very hard. I think she thinks that it's an interview tactic and it's a way to get close, but everyone is awkward. Everyone cannot actually understand why she's doing this. It perplexes me, and I just hate to think if the shoe was on the other foot and it was a different male host, what would actually the reaction be?
I think that's a very good point, but you're right. I mean, she is just so cringe. Every clip of her interviewing people, I just shake my head.